Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your cheeky host, Ryan Neff. Did you enjoy week 4 of the NFL? Some surprises, some not surprises, some teams that are just ads. What are you going to do? But we'll get into it. Thank you, gentlemen, for the music. Well, welcome to another edition of Endzone to Endzone. Is this on? Is it working? Should be. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? Let's review week 4. It all kicked off on Thursday between the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Seahawks walk away with a 23-20 road victory in the AFC West. I did not think the Seahawks would be this good this early, but they're doing what they need to do. And either team could have won this game. It was very well played, very well matched. For the Seahawks, Sam Darnold was 18-26, 242 yards, a touchdown, no picks. Kenneth Walker, the third, 19 carries, 81 yards rushing. Jackson Smith in Jigba, 4 catches for 79 yards, was Seattle's leading receiver. Devin Witherspoon in Seattle, 9 total tackles, your leading defender. For Arizona, Kyler Murray, 27-41, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he threw 2 picks. Collectively, Arizona ran the ball 17 times for 89 yards. It's not going to cut it. Marvin Harrison Jr., who had a bunch of drops, 6 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown. Hakeem Davis-Gaither, leading tackler for Arizona. And Arizona turned it over twice, Seattle once. Seattle outrushed them 155-89. Both were about the same on third down. But again, when you're being outrushed 2-1, you lose the turnover battle. But again, either team could have won. The Seahawks are 3-1, the Cardinals 2-2. Then we fast forward to Sunday's games. In the early window over there in Dublin, Steelers held on to beat the Vikings. As good as the Vikings looked against the Bengals, they did not look good against the Steelers. Steelers jumped out to a good lead, had to hold on. For the Vikings, Carson Wentz was 30 of 46, 350 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, unfortunately. Jordan Mason, 16 carries, 57 yards. Minnesota ran the ball collectively 20 times for 70 yards. That's not going to cut it. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison each had over 100 yards receiving. Eric Wilson, Joshua Metellus, your leading tacklers for Minnesota. For Pittsburgh, Arizona, Aaron Rodgers, 18-22, 200 yards, a touchdown, no picks. Kenneth Gainwell, a good day, 19 carries, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns. DK Metcalf, 5 catches, 126 yards, and a receiving touchdown. Peyton Wilson, 13 total tackles. Let's go to the team stats, shall we? Again, Minnesota turned it over twice, Pittsburgh none. Pittsburgh outrushed them, both about the same on third down. But look, when you turn it over twice and the other team doesn't turn it over, you're not going to win many games. Vikings need better play out of Wentz. Period. But the Steelers improved to 3-1. The Vikings are now 2-2. And I say all the time, you win the turnover battle, you win the rushing battle. More often than not, you're going to win the game. But the Bills fought off a pesky Saints side. They win 31-19. Saints actually went up early. Bills came back, pulled away in the end. For the Saints, Spencer Rattler was 18-27, 126 yards and touchdown, no picks. Alvin Kamara, 15 carries, 70 yards. Rashid Shaheed, 4 catches, 47 yards. Kool-Aid McKinstry and Demario Davis, 7 total tackles apiece. For the Bills, Josh Allen was 16 of 22 for 209 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. James Cook, 22 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown. Josh Allen also added a rushing touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 5 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown, leading Buffalo receiver. Leading tackler, Tre'Davious White, 7 total tackles. We go to the stats. Saints actually won the rushing battle. Saints are actually better on third down, but the Bills just kept the plays that the Bills did make. They were big plays. Big play capability of Buffalo as opposed to what the Saints have. Difference in the ball game. Bills now 4-0. The Saints 0-4. As we keep the bouncing ball moving here. The Lions beat the Browns 34-10. Browns offense is atrocious. They're wasting that good defense that they have. I don't know at what point Stefanski goes to Dylan Gabriel or Shador. They're not going to play Deshaun Watson. But look, Joe Flacco was 16 of 34, 184 yards, no touchdowns. He threw the 2 picks. Quinshon Judkins impresses, 21 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown. Isaiah Bond, James Bond's brother, 3 catches, 58 yards receiving. Devin Babushka and Ronnie Hickman, 9 total tackles apiece. For Detroit, Jared Goff was 16 of 27, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Jahmyr Gibbs, 15 carries, 91 yards, and a touch. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 7 carries, 70 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jack Campbell turning into a fantastic linebacker. 11 total tackles for Detroit. Look, Cleveland turned it over 3 times to Detroit's once. Detroit won the rushing battle. They won the passing battle. Better on third downs. Turn it over 3 times, and you can't run a football. You're going to get your ass kicked. Lions are 3-1. The Browns 1-3. Again, in the game I thought would be competitive, the Panthers beat the shit out of the Panthers, 42-13. As good as the Panthers looked last week, they were horrible this week. And the Patriots took advantage of some opportunities. For Carolina, Bryce Young was 18 of 30, 150 yards, a touchdown, no picks. Chuba Hubbard, 10 carries, 49 yards, leading Carolina receiver. Tetaroa McMillan, 4 catches, 62 yards, leading receiver. Nick Scott, Ashawn Robinson, 6 total tackles. For the Patriots, Drake May, efficient, 14 of 17, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns, more importantly, no picks. Ramondre Stevenson, 9 carries, 38 yards. Stephon Diggs had a good day, 6 catches, 101 yards receiving. Jack Gibbons, the leading tackler, 12 total tackles. We go to the team stats. There were no turnovers in the game. It was clean. But New England had big play, explosive ability. Carolina, not so much. Again, Carolina, they actually won the rushing battle, lost the passing battle. They were both horrible on third down. But if you watch the game, Buffalo had big play after big play after big play, and the Panthers not so much. Patriots 2-2. Panthers now 1-3. Thought the Panthers, after the second half of last year, showed promise, but The Panthers doing Panther-like things like they always do. One of the upsets, the Chargers lost to the Giants 21-18. The debut of Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo both together in the backfield. For the Chargers, Justin Herbert, 23 carries, or 23 for 41, 203 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks. Well, Marion Hampton did his thing, 12 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown. Quentin Johnston continues to impress, and I believe this is his 4th year. Finally, 8 catches, 98 yards, and a touchdown. Troy Dye, 13 total tackles. For the Giants, Jackson Dart was 13 to 20, 111 yards, a touchdown, no picks. No picks, more importantly. Cam Scatterbo, 25 carries for 79 yards. Darius Slayton, 3 catches, 44 yards. Darius Muasau, 9 total tackles. We go to the team stats. Chargers twice, which was the dagger. There we go. When you're running the ball 42 times as opposed to your opponent only rushing it 13 times, you're more than likely going to win a game. And you held the ball for 35 minutes as opposed to the Chargers 25. You can't have Justin Herbert throwing the ball up 41 times and expect to win. Giants 1-3, Chargers 3-1. We continue to follow the bouncing ball. The Eagles held on to beat the Buccaneers 31-25 in a battle of unbeatens. Eagles jumped out to a good-sized lead, had to hold on. Jalen Hurts, 15 to 24, 130 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, more importantly, no picks. Hurts was the leading rusher, 9 carries, 62 yards. Dallas Goedert, 4 catches, 37 yards, 2 touchdowns. Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown had 3 catches collectively for 36 yards. And of course, the A.J. Brown winning out of Philly watch. We on full alert. Cooper DeJean, leading tackler, 9 total tackles. For the Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield, 22 of 40, 289 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Bucky Irving, 15 carries for 63 yards. He also added 5 catches for 102 yards and a touchdown. Emeka Egbuka continues to impress in his rookie campaign. 4 catches, 101 yards and a touchdown. Tyke Smith, 9 total tackles. Team stats. Tampa Bay turned it over twice, which didn't help. That kind of killed them. Tampa Bay won the rushing battle, held Philly's running game in check. Tampa Bay won the passing battle. Total yards 376 to 200. But the 2 turnovers killed Tampa Bay. Just did. Can't turn the ball over when your opponent doesn't turn it over and expect to win. If Tampa Bay doesn't turn the ball over, I think they walk away with the victory. Nonetheless, the Buccaneers are 3-1. The Eagles are 4-0. Next game. Excuse me. The Texans blew out the Titans 26-0. Tennessee's just bad. I know when they're in a rebuild mode, but right now they stink. They're not a good football team. 26-0, the final score. Tennessee, Cam Ward, 10 to 26, 108 yards, no touchdowns and a pick. He called out the whole team afterward. Tennessee rushing, Tony Pollard was 14 carries for 64 yards. Alec Ayamanor, 2 catches for 44 yards. Cedric Gray, 17 total tackles for the Panthers. For Houston, C.J. Stroud, 22 of 28, 233, 2 touchdowns. More importantly, no picks. There's a Woody sighting. Woody Marks, 17 carries, 69 yards and a touchdown. Nico Collins, 4 catches, 79 yards receiving. Henry to Oto. Henry to O. Henry 2-0, something like that. Kamari Lassiter, 5 total tackles apiece. Team stats. I said team stats. As soon as they pop up here. It's not showing me the team stats. As my Verizon pad is now frozen yet again. For no apparent reason. I don't know if it's trying to update the Yankees Red Sox score, or it's just buffering. It's turning. Titans now 1-3. Titans 0-4. Titans 1-3. Titans get off the schneid. It's going to be a long season for Tennessee. Texans get off the schneid. I mean, it's going to be a long season for the Titans. As we continue to go down the line here, they're still buffering. Oh, Texans Titans team stats. Texans won the rushing battle. Won the passing battle. Tennessee couldn't do anything. Bottom line is they stink. They were 2 of 11 on third down. Texans were 6 and 5 on third down. That's all you need to know. So the Texans get off the schneid with their first W. In a good game, Rams beat the Colts 27-20, handing the Colts their first loss. Good game. It was back and forth. Anybody could have won it. Daniel Jones, 24-33, 262, a touchdown, but he threw 2 interceptions. Jonathan Taylor, 17 carries, 76 yards. Adonai Mitchell, the leading receiver for the Colts. 3 catches, 96 yards. Nick Cross, 14 total tackles, leading tackler. For the Rams, Matthew Stafford, 29 of 41, 375 yards, 3 touchdowns, but no picks. Kyron Williams, 13 carries, 77 yards. Puka Nacua, who was turning out to be one of the best receivers in the league. 13 catches, 170 yards, and a touch. Quentin Lake, Cam Curl, 9 total tackles apiece. We go to the team stats. Colts turned over 3 times, Rams only once. Rams won the passing battle. They won the rushing battle. Both were about the same on third down. But you turn it over 3 times and you lose the total yardage, you're not going to win. Rams 3-1. The Colts 3-1. In another upset, the Jags beat the 49ers. Good road win for the Jags, 26-21. The 49ers were a mess. Trevor Lawrence was 21 of 31, 174 yards, a touchdown, no picks, more importantly for the Jags there. Travis Etienne, now the lead back permanently, unless he gets hurt. 19 carries, 124 yards, and a touchdown. Brian Thomas Jr., 5 catches, 49 yards. Tyson Campbell, 9 total tackles. For the 49ers, Brock Purdy came back, got hurt again. He was 22 of 38, 309 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he threw 2 picks. Christian McCaffrey, 17 carries, 49 yards. San Francisco only ran the ball 24 times for 83 yards. McCaffrey was the leading receiver, 6 catches, 92 yards, and a touch. D. Winters, 10 total tackles, your leading tackler. Team stats. The 49ers turned it over 4 times. Turn it over 4 times. Jaguars turned it over none. And the Jaguars won the rushing battle. And they still only won 26-21. But when you lose those particular categories, you're not going to win many football games. Jags is surprising 3-1. The 49ers are 3-1. My Chiefs beat the Ravens 37-20. Kind of a surprise for me. I thought the Ravens would win. Look, Lamar Jackson got hurt. Ronnie Stanley got hurt. A couple other guys got hurt for the Ravens. And the Chiefs, Ravens defense isn't what it used to be. Chiefs win 37-20. For the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, 14 of 20, 147 yards, a touchdown, a pick. He got knocked out. Baltimore rushing, they ran it 17 times for 166 yards collectively. But Derrick Henry only touched the ball 8 times. Not going to win many games. Again, the Browns showed the blueprint in week 2 of how to beat the Ravens. And that is you shut down Derrick Henry, you force Lamar to beat him with your arm or his legs. That's the blueprint. Zay Flowers, 7 catches, 74 yards receiving. Leading tackler was Kyle Hamilton with 8 tackles. For the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, 25 of 37, 270 yards, 4 touchdowns, more importantly, no picks. Xavier Worthy led the rushing stats with 2 carries for 38 yards. That needs to change. Pacheco, 7 for 35. Kareem Hunt, 13 for 34. Chiefs really need to get their rushing game going. Xavier Worthy, though, 5 catches, 83 yards. Drew Tranquil, 7 total tackles. We go to the team stats. Kansas City didn't turn it over any times. Baltimore, twice. Baltimore was a measly 3 of 10 on third down. Chiefs were 5 of 15 on fourth down. More importantly, they were 4 of 4 on fourth down. Ravens were 1 of 4. So it was an ass whooping. Chiefs now 2 and 2. The Ravens in trouble. 1 and 3. No news on Lamar Jackson yet either. The Bears came back to beat the Raiders. This was back and forth, 25-24. It was back and forth all game long. Really, anybody could have won the game, but the Bears prevailed 25-24. Caleb Williams for the Bears, 22 of 37, 212 yards, a touchdown, a pick. DeAndre Swift, 14 carries, 38 yards, and a touchdown. That needs to change because they only ran the ball 26 times for 69 yards. Rome Odunze, 4 catches, 69 yards, and a tutty. Tremaine Edmonds, 11 total tackles for the Bears. For Vegas, Geno Smith. I'm wondering when the Raiders are going to make a change at quarterback. He has looked horrible this year. He was 14 of 21, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 picks. Ashton Genty, 21 for 138 and a touchdown rushing. Brock Bowers, 5 catches, 46 yards. Devin White, 9 total tackles. Team stats. Raiders turned it over 4 times, the Bears once. Raiders ran the ball for 240 yards, the Bears 69. Passing, the Bears won. But the Bears were 7 of 16 on third down. Raiders were 2 of 8. You turn it over 4 times, you suck on third down. Raiders 1 and 3, Bears 2 and 2. Cowboys Packers 40-40 tie. You don't see that too often. Maybe in college way back when I used to have ties. Defense was not aplenty in this game. But why not? Micah Parsons returning to Dallas. Jabs being, verbal jabs being thrown by Micah and Jerry Jones. Neither one of them had shit to say, really, about both the performances of their defenses. Jordan Love for the Packers was 31 of 43, 337 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Josh Jacobs, 22 carries, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns. Oh, this was an overtime, by the way. It was a tie. Josh Jacobs, 4 catches, 71 yards receiving. Quay Walker, 11 total tackles. For the Cowboys, Yakety Dak Prescott, 31 of 40, 319 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Javonte Williams, 20 carries, 85 yards, and a touch. George Pickens had a day, 8 catches, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jack Sanborn, 11 total tackles. Packers won the rushing battle. Cowboys won Packers won the passing battle, but the Packers turned it over once. Cowboys were 4 of 11 on third down. The Packers were 10 of 14. How the Packers didn't win this game, I have no idea. Especially after being up 14-0. Packers 2-1-1. The Cowboys won 2-1. I went over the other two games on early evening sports buffet with the games. Dolphins beat the Jets 27-21. Broncos beat the Bengals 28-3. So let's look ahead to week number 5, shall we? Kicking it off Thursday night, it will be at 8:15 p.m. on Prime Video. The 49ers at the Rams. Rams favored by 6.5. Injuries starting to mount up for the 49ers yet again. Rams at home. Maybe no Brock Purdy for the 49ers. Coming off the loss to the Jags. Rams seen over the last 4 to 5 years seem to have the 49ers number. I'll go Rams 27, 49ers 20. Sunday, over in London, Vikings at the Browns. The Vikings actually had to stay over there. Vikings are favored by 3.5. Who do you trust more, Flacco or Wentz? If both of them start. This is a pick'em game for me. But the Vikings have more offensive material than the Browns do. I'll go Vikings 24, Browns 17. 1 p.m. on Fox, the Raiders are at the Colts. Indy favored by 6.5. Raiders are a mess. Quarterback issues. They just look bad. Colts coming up their first loss. Colts 30, Raiders 17. 1 p.m. on CBS. Giants at the Saints. Giants are only favored by 1.5. Giants 1-3, Saints 0-4. I like to take the Saints, but I don't see it. I'm going to go Giants 23, Saints 17. 1 p.m. on Fox, the 1-2-1 Cowboys at the 0-4 Jets. Dallas is favored by 2.5. These are the kinds of games that the Cowboys should win. This is the kind of game I think they're not going. For as bad as the Jets have looked, has anybody seen the Cowboys defense play? I'm going to go Jets 30, Cowboys 24. 1 p.m. on CBS, the 2-2 Broncos travel to take on the 4-0 Eagles. Defense on defense. Philadelphia is favored by 3.5. Can the Broncos keep the Eagles in 3rd and 5 or more? A part of me wants to take the Broncos, but it's at home for the Eagles. I'll go Eagles 27, Broncos 23. 1 p.m. on Fox, the 1-3 Dolphins travel to take on the 1-3 Panthers. Miami favored by 1.5. Tyreek Hill, a big blow for the Dolphins. I just think that the Panthers are doing Panther-like things. I'll go Dolphins 24, Panthers 21. 1 p.m. on CBS, the 0-4, the 1-3 Texans at the 1-3 Ravens. Houston favored by 1.5. Probably because Lamar's not going to play. I think you're going to see a heavy dose of Derrick Henry. He might carry the ball 30 times this game. I still have questions about the Texans, questions about both teams. Ravens at home. Ravens 27, Texans 23. 4:05 p.m. on CBS. Titans at the Cardinals. 0-4 Titans. 2-2 Cardinals. Arizona favored by 7.5. Titans are a mess. Cardinals 30, Titans 20. 4:05 p.m. on CBS. The Buccaneers 3-1 at the Seahawks 3-1. Seattle favored by 3.5. This all depends on if Mike Evans plays. This will be essentially be a 1 o'clock start for the Buccaneers. Trust Baker more than I do Sam Darnold, so I'm going to go Buccaneers 28, Seahawks 24. 4:25 p.m. on Fox. 3-1 Lions at the 2-2 Bengals. Detroit's favored by 10.5. I just don't like what I see out of the Bengals. Period. Lions 35, Bengals 21. 4:25 p.m. on Fox. 2-2 Commanders at 3-1 Chargers. Chargers are favored by 2.5. Not sure if Jaden Daniels is going to play. The Chargers need to pound the rock and take the pressure off of Justin Herbert. I think they do that this game. Chargers 26, Commanders 20. 8:20 p.m. NBC, the night game. Patriots at the Bills. Buffalo favored by 7.5. Patriots 2-2, Bills 4-0. I think this might be closer than what you think. Bills 30, Patriots 24. Especially with the way that Bills defense is playing. Monday, October 6th, the 2-2 Chiefs at 3-1 Jags, 8:15 p.m. on ABC, ESPN. Kansas City favored by 3.5. Again, as a Kansas City fan, I'm glad they put it together for a game. I think the Chiefs defense will keep them in it. But I haven't seen the total consistency from the Chiefs yet. I'll go upset, even though I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm not a homer. I will go Jaguars 24, Chiefs 21. So you have it. That's going to do it. I hope everybody enjoys the football this weekend. I will be on vacation next week and the following week. I would try to get on here to do a show next Monday, or next Tuesday. Not guaranteed. I can't promise anything. So, with all that being said, enjoy the weekend's NFL games, and I will see you all maybe next week for Endzone to Endzone, or I don't know yet. I'll keep you posted. But in any case, I'm out. See you later.